Very good morning, children. How are you all? Welcome to the classroom. I hope you all are fine and doing well in your studies. Date is visible to you all. Today is 20th of January, class 12C, subject psychology. Revision we are doing. We started a new chapter in terms of the revision, which is attitude and social coordination. Attitude and social coordination. This is a chapter name. We discuss what is attitude. We discuss what are the characteristics of attitude. We discuss what are the features of attitude. We discuss how the attitudes are formed. How the attitudes are formed. Now today we are going to discuss how the attitude change. So the topic of today is attitude change. Attitude change. This is the topic. Attitude change. How the attitude change. कैसे attitude change होते हैं. Fine? Okay, attitude change. There were some theories are discussed in regarding this. Let me clear with you all. What are the theories? The first theory is balance theory. The second theory is cognitive dissonance theory. Balance theory, cognitive dissonance theory. The third is first, second, third, balance theory, cognitive dissonance theory. The third is two-step theory. Balance theory, cognitive dissonance theory and two-step theory. So these are the theory which are related to the attitude change. Please note it down in your copy. Now we are going to discuss about these theory in this video only. So there were three theories which we have to discuss. So let's discuss one by one. Firstly, I am going to discuss with you the first theory, which is balance theory. The important point which you all should know about the balance theory, that the balance theory is given by who has given the balance theory, who has given the cognitive dissonance theory, who has given the two-step concept theory. So firstly you should know who has given the balance theory. So balance theory is given by Leon Festinger. जो बैलेंस की थ्योरी है ये लियोन फेस्टिंगर ने दी है. Who has given this theory? Leon Festinger has given the theory of balance. Okay, there is some change. Leon Festinger has not given the balance theory. He has given the cognitive dissonance theory. Okay, so I am going to tell you about the balance theory, but before discussing about the balance theory, I want to discuss with you the cognitive dissonance theory. We should go easy to difficult. Cognitive dissonance theory. Cognitive dissonance theory. Here the word came dissonant. You know what is the meaning of dissonant? Dissonant means which is something not logical, which is not in a line. That is a dissonant. So यहाँ पे जो कॉग्निशन रहता है यानी जो थॉट रहता है वो डिसोनेंट रहता है, जिसे हमें कॉन्सोनेंट करना होता है. यानी डिसोनेंट को हमें कॉन्सोनेंट करना होता है. तो डिसोनेंट शुड बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू कॉन्सोनेंट and it should be logically in line. Cognitive dissonance theory. Dissonant should be consonant. It should be logically in line. So we bring change in the attitude. If the attitude and the cognition is dissonant, so we do it consonant. That is a cognitive dissonance theory. Actually, in this theory is given by, this is a theory which is given by Leon Festinger. Leon Festinger has given this theory, and Leon Festinger has a concept that if the person is holding the two cognition, other person दो cognition hold कर रहा है, तो that two cognition will be logical in line consonant. Otherwise, if it is not consonant, if it is not logically in line, so we make it logical, and in order to make it from dissonant to consonant, we have to bring a change in the attitude of the person. We have to basically change one of the cognition. One of the example is given in your book also. Like suppose the person is having the two cognition. The cognition one is I eat pan masala. I eat pan masala. And second cognition is cognition 2. Pan masala causing mouth cancer. So the person is having the two cognition, cognition 1 and cognition 2. Cognition 1 is I eat pan masala, मैं पान मसाला खाता हूँ. Second cognition है कि पान मसाला से mouth cancer होता है. The person have the two cognition and these two cognition are logic, not in the logically in the line. आपको लगता है लाइन पे है, ईट आप रख रहे हो कि पान मसाला मैं खाता हूँ, और ऑन दी अदर हैंड यू आर सेइंग दैट पान मसाला से माउथ कैंसर होता है. सो जब इफ यू नो दैट ईटिंग पान मसाला कॉजिंग द माउथ कैंसर, सो व्हाई यू आर ईटिंग इट? द पर्सन इज होल्डिंग अ टू काइंड ऑफ कॉग्निशन. इफ द पर्सन is having a two kind of attitude which is dissonant, which is not at all logical in line. So this dissonant attitude we have to make it consonant. What we have to do? We have to make it consonant. So what in order to make it consonant, we have to bring change in one of the attitude. How it will change? A अगर आप बोल रहे हो आई ईट पान मसाला, सो आप यहाँ नहीं बोलो कि पान मसाला से कैंसर होता है, आप बोल सकते हो पान मसाला इज गुड फॉर हेल्थ. And if you are saying that pan masala causing mouth cancer, so you should write down over here and you should have a cognition that I do not eat pan masala because pan masala is causing mouth cancer. Pan masala is causing mouth cancer. So due to that, I do not eat pan masala. So similarly, the people having so many kind of attitude and the cognition the person people is holding, people जो है बहुत तरीके की इसी तरह cognition hold करते हैं which are dissonant and which you have to make it consonant. Okay, जिसे हमें ही है उसे consonant करना होता है. Fine, ठीक है. I hope you understand the cognitive dissonance theory, that how the dissonant have to be in consonant, how we have to bring change in our attitude. Okay, so this is one of the theory which is related to the attitude change. This is one of the theory which is related to the attitude change. You can see that here you will definitely find out change in the attitude. एटीट्यूड में चेंज दिख रहा है आप सभी को, ठीक है. सिमिलरली बहुत सी चीज़ें ऐसी होती हैं, बहुत से लोग बोलते हैं कि जंक फूड इज़ नॉट हेल्दी, द जंक फूड इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर द हेल्थ. स्टिल द पीपल आर टेकिंग द जंक फूड, टेकिंग द कैफीन, टेकिंग द सब्सटेंस. So this is something, an attitude which they are having, it is dissonant. So we have to bring change in one of their attitude and make the dissonant in change into the consonant. Now another theory which is related to the attitude change is two-step theory, two-step concept theory. Two-step theory which is given by S.M. Mosin. S.M. Mosin ने ये थ्योरी दी थी. It clearly indicated from the name also ना, something two step की बात हो रही है, कोई two step है. तो क्या है ये two step? तो firstly the two step are here. First, identification, and second, internalization. Identification and second is internalization. These two concepts, the two-step this theory is talking about, identification and internalization. Here the two person came children, the one is the source and another is the target. You know what is source and what is target? Target is the person whose attitude is to be changed. टारगेट वो पर्सन है जिसकी एटीट्यूड को बदलना है, इसलिए वो टारगेट है. सोर्स वो पर्सन है जिसकी वजह से टारगेट के एटीट्यूड में चेंज आ रहा है. सोर्स इज द पर्सन हु इज ब्रिंगिंग अ चेंज इन द एटीट्यूड ऑफ द टारगेट, और टारगेट वो है हुज एटीट्यूड इज टू बी चेंज, जिसके एटीट्यूड को हमें चेंज करना है. और सोर्स वो है जिसके एटीट्यूड में, जिसकी वजह से टारगेट के एटीट्यूड में चेंज आ रहा है. सो नाउ व्हाट इज द टू स्टेप? फर्स्टली जो ये टारगेट है वो सोर्स से आइडेंटिफाई करता है, The target firstly identify it with the source and then internalize it. Whatever the characteristics and the attitude the source is holding. This is only the theory. Let us explain it with an example so it will be very clear to you all. Two-step concept theory, which is given by SM Mosin. SM Mosin ने कहा कि ये भी एक प्रोसेस है जिससे कि हम किसी के भी एटीट्यूड को बदल सकते हैं. जैसे डिसोनेंस थ्योरी थी लियोन फेस्टिंगर की, उन्होंने भी एटीट्यूड को बदलने के लिए थ्योरी दी कि डिसोनेंट को कॉन्सोनेंट करना चाहिए. सिमिलरली मोसिन ने भी कुछ थ्योरी दी, वो थी आइडेंटिफिकेशन और इंटरनलाइजेशन की. उन्होंने कहा कि जो सोर्स है उसकी वजह से टारगेट में एटीट्यूड चेंज, हमें टारगेट का एटीट्यूड चेंज करना है. तो जैसे क्या होता है, अगर सोर्स कोई एटीट्यूड होल्ड करता है तो टारगेट भी वही करता है. अगर हम टारगेट के एटीट्यूड को चेंज करना चाहते हैं तो सोर्स भी अपना एटीट्यूड चेंज करता है, जिसकी वजह से टारगेट के भी एटीट्यूड में चेंज आ जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपकी बुक का in your NCERT the example is given. Like suppose if any girl is watching an ad of any cold drink, any soft drink ad was coming on the TV and the girl is watching it, and the person who is doing the advertisement of that particular object, that particular thing, so that person may be the the girl is liking that particular person. So because of that likeness, firstly the girl is identifying herself with that particular person, and due to this identification the girl started to liking the object which the person is promoting. So that is an internalization. The girl is bringing a change in her attitude. Earlier maybe she disliked that soft drink which was promoted by that particular person. That particular person can be the celebrity or it can be the sports person. मान लीजिए सपोज कि वो कोई स्पोर्ट्स ही पर्सन है. The girl is not liking that particular soft drink which the sport person is promoting, but the girl is start liking that sport person, and she used to identify herself with that sports person. So due to this identification, the girl internalized also, and the girl have bring the change in her attitude toward that particular soft drink. Now the situation is what? The girl also started liking that particular soft drink and started taking it. So this is all the process of attitude change. This is all the process of attitude change. Is it clear? Two-step theory, SM Mosin, identification, internalization, source, target. Okay, I hope it is clear to you all. The two-step theory is clear, and the cognitive dissonance theory. Please note down whatever the things I had discussed with you in this video. Okay, I hope you all have written it down. So the two theories regarding the attitude change we had discussed. One important thing I should tell you all, it was missed, that attitude change is also divided into two parts: process of attitude change and formation. The factors just in attitude formation. There were two things in attitude formation. There were two things. First is process of attitude formation and second factors influencing attitude formation. प्रोसेस क्या है एटीट्यूड फॉर्मेशन का, एटीट्यूड कैसे फॉर्म होता है और कौन से ऐसे फैक्टर है जो कि इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं एटीट्यूड फॉर्मेशन को. प्रोसेस क्या है और फैक्टर्स क्या है जिनसे कि एटीट्यूड फॉर्म होता है. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, process and the factors influencing attitude formation. Similarly, in the attitude change also, you have to study the two things: the process of attitude change and the factors influencing attitude change. कौन सी process है जिससे कि attitude में change आएगा and who are the person who are responsible for bringing the change in the attitude. The factors influencing attitude change. Is it clear? The factors influencing attitude change. So here right now we are discussing about the process of attitude change. हम यहाँ क्या डिस्कस कर रहे हैं? हम प्रोसेस डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. What is the process of attitude change? Where we have discussed the two theories. What are the theories? The cognitive dissonance theory, which is given by Leon Festinger, and two-step concept theory, which is given by S.M. Mossy. The S.M. Mossy discuss about identification, internalization, source, target, then cognitive dissonance theory. Now the next theory is the balance theory. This is a theory which is also something very broad, okay, balance theory, and this theory I am going to discuss with you in detail in the next video so that it will be better understandable to you all. Okay. So up to this I am going to discuss with you. After watching the video, if you have any doubt, like आपको लगता है कि आपको ये पार्ट नहीं समझ आया, so you will definitely discuss with me in the classroom. Okay children, don't hesitate in asking the question children. There are some of the things which are very important for you all and every time I am reminding. So firstly, the important part is, you should watch the video, which is only for your revision. You can do the revision from this, and that is why it is must. And you all are a board student. Your concept should be clear. आपके concept clear होने चाहिए, so that no confusion will be come in your board paper. Please practice more and more papers. Okay children. I hope you follow my words and you do your hard work and 100%, and rest we are always with you. Whenever you find difficulty, you discuss with me. Okay, keep revising children. The suggestion at the last I can give: keep revising, keep learning, give your 100%. Don't कहीं से भी चूको मत, ठीक है? कहीं से भी don't आपको do any kind of mistake. Okay, this is your last year and term last paper, so be serious. Okay, thank you so much children.